Right. Kindly let others in once they join us. Thank you. Okay. Kindly let others in once they join us. Welcome to another training and trading session. It's Wednesday, the 10th of February. Now, welcome. I mean, if you are here with us for the first time, it's simple and easygoing the way we approach this. And by that, I do not mean Forex is easy. Yes, I always say Forex trading is simple, but not easy. Simple in that you basically have the rules you need to follow. There are certain criteria you need to, adhere to be successful in trading. Now, what makes it a bit complicated is us, the human beings, not doing it as we ought to, for all kinds of reasons. Emotions, do tend to come in. Yes, we are emotional beings, but the fact is, we want to be able to control our emotions, as it were. We want to be able to hold back from doing certain things, even when it comes to trading. I mean, in life generally, but especially, as it relates to trading, if we are going to be profitable. Now, what I am going to be doing today is basically, looking to find some trades. I have members of my team, who are obviously, with us on YouTube or on Zoom, but then we are, we are streaming live on YouTube. So if you are with us, for the first time, just observe and see how we do things. And obviously, I'll tell you when I'm getting into trades, if at all, because you can't come to the computer, for instance, open up your chart and say to yourself, I'm going to, get into trades. You only get into trades if you find a good setup. So I am going to be, trading, as it were, today, if I find some good setups, as you can see here, for those who are familiar with trading or with Forex, you will see that, we already are in some trades. Even as you can see, let me show you this. Even as you can see here at the bottom right-hand corner, it shows that we are already in some trades. As a matter of fact, let me move that perhaps to, let me see if I can move that. But we are in some trades already, which are going quite well, like this one. We call it pips. That's the unit of measurement, when there's price movement. And you can see it's a plus, which means it's going the way we planned it to. It's going just the way we wanted it to. Okay, bear with me. Let me move the position of that. Right, yo. Okay, that's fine. It's just past 9 o'clock or 9 a.m. So we expect the market to start picking up now, as it were. This is the time of the day when there is the most, well, one of the times of the day when there is the most volume in the market. You do need volume, to trade. You do need volume to trade. Okay, bear with me. We're going to start soon. So another thing we're going to be doing today is having some training. We're going to be training as well. I know there are going to be, there are people here of all who are at different levels of experience. And, the training, I'll try to make the training a bit useful or applicable to all. Okay, so what we're going to do now is this is a trade we entered last night. I posted this in our trading community on Telegram. We do have a trading community on Telegram. I'll be leaving the link in here in a minute. So let's go. Right here. Okay, if my co-host could kindly, I have two co-hosts this morning. If my co-host could kindly, okay, if my co-host could kindly, post it in the Telegram group, asking everyone else to join us. Okay, yes, it's just past 8 o'clock now in the morning, 8 a.m. Okay. So this is, we're going to be looking at some charts. This is the pound, USD. The pound USD, it's one of the pairs we trade. There are about 28 currency pairs, in the market. And we do trade anyone that we find has a good setup. Okay, now this one is Euro New Zealand dollar. The way I want us to approach this today is to spend the first, say the first 1 hour or so, just looking for trades, and then maybe right from about 9 o'clock or thereabout, we would begin to train. Obviously, I would, seek to train as we go along, just while we wait for the pairs, to line up for us to enter. You see, what you want to do in trading, or what we do, is to buy low and sell high. Just in case you're watching this, we do have custom indicators that guide us as to when to get into a trade, or if you like, when to take a position. So those are the blue and the white balls you see on the screen there. Okay, so as it relates to buying and selling, you want to buy low and sell high. Now, what you see on the screen now are candlesticks. We call them candlesticks. The green and the red sticks. They look like sticks, don't they? We call them candlesticks. And when it's green, it means the price is going up. The sticks basically represent price. So really, you want to buy low, meaning the price is going up. And obviously, if it goes up based on your analysis of data, you make money, you're in profit. And on the other hand, when the price is high, like it was here, for instance, and based on your analysis, you sell and the price goes down, obviously you make money. Now, that is one thing that a lot of traders, a lot of people don't quite understand, how it is the case that, as Forex traders, we make money whether the price is going down or not. I mean, you would think that, you buy, when the price, you buy at a low, you buy at a low price, and then you sell, when the price, you close your trade when the price, appreciates. But yes, that's true. However, we also make money when we sell, basically meaning the price is going down. So regardless of whether the price of the value of your currency is going up or down, it doesn't make much difference to traders as long as you know when, to get into the market. As long as you know when to get into the market, you are able to make money. Okay. So we are still basically, going through we're still going through the charts to find some trades. Hopefully we'll be able to find some profitable trades today. I'll be showing you some of the trades we are in already, shortly. Like I say, we are in some trades already, even as perhaps one of the ones you can see there. Right. Now, do bear with me. There is a lot to gain from today's session. Right. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll play some music in the background while I get some things ready. Okay. Okay, I can see some currency pairs are setting up nicely. Right, yo, some pairs are setting up nicely. You know, this trade we are in, pound USD, is still pushing up. You can see at the top left-hand corner there, it is in profit. Okay, so this is another trade we are in. That's another trade we are in. We are 11 pips in profit. Now, we don't win every trade. You know, the idea, you know, in trade, the whole thing in trading is that you don't win every trade. If you think you're going to win every trade you get into, if you think every trade is going to be profitable, then that is a big mistake. You want to come into trading knowing that you don't win every trade. You know, one of the pairs, the currency pairs that we love to trade is pound USD. Pound USD, pound JPY, and of course, Euro New Zealand dollar. We love to trade those pairs. Okay, so this is a pound JPY. I think it wants to push up. Let's just confirm that. If it is going up, then we want to be buying. If it's going up, we want to buy. Now, I'm not a financial advisor when it comes to trading. You know, please note that you need to consult your financial advisor. I'm only just, you know, providing Forex education here and telling you when I'm getting into trades. You know, if you want to get into the trades with me, then obviously that's, you know, a decision you have to take. You know, but do note that these are just me. This is just me taking my own trades. You know, what I'll be looking to do is get in this trade. You know, if it breaks above a recent high here on the 5-minute time frame, this is the 5-minute time frame. You know, when it comes to the platform you're seeing now, this platform, this trading platform is what we call the MT4, MetaTrader 4. And there are other trading platforms. We use this for, analyzing our data, for analyzing the charts. There are other charting platforms, but this is the most popular among retail traders. When I say retail traders, I mean, traders like you and I. But of course, we have the institutional traders, like the banks and, and hedge funds and all that. So I'm looking for a break above this line, to get in the trade. I want a definite break, or a definitive break rather, above this line before I jump in for a buy. Now, some of the questions, I'll be answering questions even as we go along. Some of the questions that, I do get asked often is, or include, how much do I start with? What should be my my initial capital as a trader? Now, to some extent, that would depend on your pocket, really. People, I will say it as it is. I mean, I usually would advise that you start with, something in the region of, 350 pounds or dollars, to 500 bucks. Let's call it bucks, just in case you trade in pounds or dollars or euro. Let's call it bucks. Between 350 to 500. Now, yes, I know some will consider that little, but the truth is, the average man might not even be able to afford that. As a matter of fact, I have a number of my students, who have started with less than 200 pounds. There was even one that started with about $50. And hey, that's all he had. It just basically means it's going to take you longer to grow the account. That's basically what it is. It means it's going to take you much longer to grow the account compared to someone who started, with, a bigger capital. Now, the truth is, the more you invest in Forex, the more you are likely going to make if you are a profitable trader. That's just what it is. Somebody who starts with 500 with 50 pounds is going to be able to grow. Somebody who starts with 500 pounds, take that again. Someone who starts with 500 pounds is more likely to grow the account quicker than someone who started with 100 pounds. That's just the way it is. Assuming that they are both equally as good as traders, if you start with a bigger amount or initial capital, you are most likely going to grow your account quicker. So that's basically, the way it is. One of the things you must know in trading is to learn how to exercise patience. Like now, we've marked out our charts. We've marked out our charts, or I've marked out my chart, and we're waiting for the price to get to where we want it to get to before we enter. We don't just take a position. We won't just take any position. We want it to get to where we want it to get to before we enter the trade. Okay, so that's pound JPY. Currencies are traded in pairs in Forex. Currencies are traded in pairs. So this particular pair you're looking at now is pound JPY. So pound JPY, pound Japanese yen. There are certain things I will not be able to explain today because of the time, but I'll just give you, some foundational stuff here and there. So what we are looking at now being the pound JPY, you can see it's a pair. When the value of one is going down, the other will be going up. This first currency here, the pound, is referred to as the base currency. The base currency, and this other one is called the quote. So when the price of the base currency is going up, you would find that the candlesticks, the green and the red, the candlesticks basically will be pushing up like it was here. And like I say, when it's green, it means the price is going up. When it's red, the price is going down. So even as you can see here now, this candle is red. If it keeps on pushing down, it will be red. Well, it will remain red. It will remain red. And it means that the price is pulling back. Because from here, for instance, it was pushing all the way up. Now it seems as though there is some resistance there, and hence it's looking like it wants to go down. There are times when it would, appear to be going down and then push back up. So in Forex, there is what I refer to as ICC, an impulse move, a correction, and continuation. So looking at this now, looking at this here, we see the price basically, began to move up from here. So you would regard this as an impulse move. An impulse move all the way going up. There were minor corrections or retracement, but they were not much. So from here, it was pushing all the way up gradually. But then it got here, it met with resistance, and it began to pull back or retrace. That's some sort of correction in the market. If the price just keeps on going up in one direction forever, there will be an imbalance in the market. So we see here, when it got here, it corrected, it consolidated. That's what we call it. You might not get all this terminology at once, but over time you would. If you spend time with us, you will find that I tend to repeat a number of things because repetition is good for learning. So here it was consolidating, basically meaning it's not trending up. It's not trending up as it was doing here. Neither is it trending down. It's basically just moving sideways to the right. So we call it consolidation. So we see here, it was consolidating and then the price dropped. But then it met with support and it then moved up. You see, we have support and resistance in Forex. Support is basically where the trade finds the floor. It cannot go lower. Just like in your house, wherever you are now, if you're standing, you are standing on the ground, on the floor, and it cannot be lower. Well, you can't fall through. Hopefully you won't fall through the floor. But yes, that's what happens. The market, the price finds the floor or support. Yes, it does get broken. Support does get broken. The price can break below support. I have marked my support here using let's see. I have marked support here, using this blue rectangle. So this area is the support area, if you like. But price can break through. You can see a number of times price tried to break below, but it could not. Let's just leave it here. A number of times price tried to break below. You see, it went up, came down, went up, came down a couple of times. There were times when it broke through, but went back up and closed above this blue line. So that's what we seem to be having here now. We seem to be having some kind of resistance here. Let's just mark it up as well. So we see resistance here. The price went up, it met an invisible ceiling. It could not break above it. It came down. It came back there, and you can see it's struggling to go past, which obviously confirms that it is support. Now, to confirm that price is at support or resistance, resistance at the top, resistance. To confirm that price is at support or resistance, it would have to have tested a certain level at least twice, at least. You want confirmation, and it's tested it again. You can see the price is dropping. I'm sure you can see this price movement, but to make it easier to see, let's go to the 1 minute time frame. Okay, so you can see this candle now is green. By the time it closes, the next candle opens. This is the 1 minute time frame. So you can see the next candle has opened now. And being the 1 minute time frame, every single candlestick here took 1 minute to paint. So this one is currently painting on there. We're just going to stay here and watch it. I want you to see it. I want you to begin to pick up some vital things. You see, I have been trading, since 2008, quite a while, And there were some things I did not know when I started trading. Some things I did not know until about 3 years into my trading journey. That's not the way it should be, because I did not have proper mentorship, but that is basically why I would encourage anybody who wants to trade to get a mentor. It's important to get a mentor, who can put you through, someone who you can look over their shoulder. Just like we are trading live now, even though I'm training so far, I do meet with members of my trading community, at least 5 times a week. Some sessions are purely for trading, other sessions for training. Okay, so you can see the candles painting. So it is important, that is basically how I learned, how to mentor or how not to mentor, because of the proper mentorship I did not get. I then realized, okay, this is not the way to do this. You want to get a mentor, even as a trader. Okay, so we are waiting for the price to break above that resistance, and then we will see the price action. Price action basically is the best way to trade, even though we do use indicators like I showed you earlier on. We do use indicators, to confirm the direction of the price. But price is king, like we say in trading. Price is king, basically meaning, these candlesticks which represent price, you just need to learn the language, as it were, that the candles are communicating to you. Price action is, simply put, the action of price. What a definition. Price action is the action of price. Price action is, has to do with the movement of price on the chart. So the movement of price, even before us now, gives us an idea as to what to do next. When it comes to entering positions or entering into trades, trading, the break of structure, the break of support and resistance is one way in which to trade. And you can see each of these candles basically look different. I mean, you might not be able to identify, the different names and and names we call them, but they all look different. Maybe slight differences here and there, but they are different. You see some candles, for instance, have wicks like this. We call them wicks. I mean, think of candles, you will stick in the birthday cake. Think of candles you will stick in a birthday cake. Maybe your birthday cake, your child's birthday cake. These look like those candles to some extent. Some of them turned upside down. Look at this candle, for instance. It has a wick at the bottom. We call them wicks, shadows, or tail. And this is the real body. The thicker part of the candle is the real body, and this, that sticks out at the bottom here. Notice that this one has a wick at the bottom, but none at the top. Some have, like this one has at the top, but none at the bottom. Some, on the other hand, have wicks at the top and the bottom. They all mean different things. They give you an idea of what the price is going to do next. Okay, so this is one of the pairs I love to trade, pound JPY, and of course, euro JPY, which is this one. Sorry, euro New Zealand dollar. So even as we saw a while ago, let's go back to, okay. So even as we saw a while ago, I'll just put this here so that we can, be alerted to the fact that this is the pound JPY chart we are on. Now, we also love to trade. When I say we, I'm basically referring to myself and my members of my trading community, my students. We also love to trade euro, New Zealand dollar. We traded them, both of them yesterday, and they were both very profitable, especially this one. I love this pair. This one gave me about 60 something pips yesterday. If you don't know what pips are, never mind. It's just the unit of measurement of price movement. Now, when I say 60 something pips, now listen to this, guys. This will help put things in perspective. When I say 60 something pips, depending on how much I invested, or depending on how much a trader invests, if they get 10 pips, 20 pips, 30 pips, just basically work it out this way. If, for instance, I got 20 pips, that could mean £2. Like I said, depending on how much I invested, we call it lot size or volume. Depending on my lot size, which is like the size of a contract. I hope I'm not getting too deep now. I mean, I know contracts tend to be used for more for stock trading, but depending on my lot size, 20 pips could have been £2. It could have been £20. Just keep adding zero to the end. It could have been £200. It could have been 2,000. It could have been 20,000. Guess what? And depending on your account size, that could even be 200,000 and above. You think, wow, do people make that much in Forex? Oh, well, yes. But I can tell you, just to manage your expectations, people also lose in Forex. Those who lose in Forex are those perhaps who have not received proper Forex education, or even though they've received proper education, they just are not able to control their emotions. Emotions like greed. People get greedy, they make some profit and they want to go for more. They begin to do things they ought not to do because they want to become millionaires overnight. No, I want to help you manage your expectations, guys. If you're watching this is what I do full time, Forex trading and Forex education, what I do full time. There are those who have asked me, what do I need to do to move away from my full-time job? Oh, well, I would advise you start being consistently profitable first before you leave your job, which is regular source of income, going into Forex. Don't say because you manage to have made about £50 or £100 in one day and you think, my goodness, is this the way it is? I'm going to leave my job and come start making £100 every day. It doesn't work like that. Become consistently profitable. Like I said, greed is one thing that, makes people not, end up being profitable in Forex. Greed. You want to make all the money in one day. No, it's something you do gradually, consistently, and you compound. But obviously, we can't, share all today. We can't, we can only say so much at this time. So this is Euro New Zealand dollar. Like I said, I made about 60 pips on this trade yesterday. Okay. Okay, so this is Euro New Zealand dollar. We also love to trade this pair as well. Now, like I was saying a while ago, these blue and white balls you see here, they don't come with this trading platform. These are my own custom indicators, which I share with my members. When you get a blue ball, when you see a blue ball paint on your chart, it means to sell. It means that the price is potentially going to go down. And if we had entered this trade somewhere here, even if it was here, you could have gotten over 30 pips. Now, this white one means the price is potentially going to go up. We do give the criteria. I teach, how to use it. If you had entered somewhere here, for instance, the price went up and down, and it's now where it is, over 40 pips. So let's go to this one. You can see it's looking like it wants to break above resistance now. So let's watch. Let's watch. So we are in other trades, where we are in this trade. Wow. Look at this, guys. It's gone up to 60 pips now. I mean, I posted this late. Well, I didn't post it late last night. I posted it last night for my members, and wow. I believe most of them have stayed in the trade. I'm sure some have taken profit. I have taken some profits from this as well. That's what we're doing in Forex. That's another thing. I'm going to be dropping a whole lot of nuggets, guys. A whole lot of nuggets. Bear with me. I'm not quite watching the YouTube comments yet. I will come and attend to that. If you have any questions, drop it in the YouTube channel. But like I was saying, I'm going to be dropping a lot of nuggets. One of them is talking about greed a while ago. In trading, you want to be able to have profit targets. There are going to be times when I sound very layman. I don't want to get too heavy, with regards to our technical terminologies just yet. In Forex, we want to have profit targets. We call them take profit. Take profit 1, take profit 2, or TP1, TP2. Now, we set our take profit 1, TP1 yesterday at about 35 pips. Now it's almost twice that. So which means a number of us have closed out with take profit at take profit 1. If I can remember what I said yesterday, I think we are at take profit 2. Let me see, guys. Let me just quickly check this. The reason why I brought that up is because some traders, instead of taking some profits off the table, they just stay in the trade like the price is going to keep going and the profit is going to keep increasing. You want to take some profit out of the trade every now and then, because the trade can reverse against you at some point, because that's what the market does. The market never goes up in one straight line. Like here, it pushed up, came down, pushed up, came down. That's the way it goes. So we are coming up to TP2, which is 70 pips, at the moment. And just because I want to be, what's the word? I want to be, I want, to be transparent, as it were. I started this account with a small, well, I suppose that word small is relative. I started this account with a small amount of about 500 pounds, just so that, I am mimicking what the average trader would trade with. Even though I said, the average amount people tend to start with tends to be around 200, 350, and so forth. I decided to start this, quite low, so that people would watch me grow this account by God's grace. Yes, I believe God's going to help me do this. Like He's helped me so far. It will help me grow this account. Yes, with knowledge. Don't be fooled, guys. I know there are some of my Christian friends watching this, Christian folks watching this, and you're thinking, oh, I receive it, I claim it. Absolutely. But the truth is, yes, the Bible says God gives us the power to get wealth. But part of that power He gives is knowledge. It gives you knowledge, wisdom, understanding, opportunity. It's all encompassed into the power God gives. So if you are seeking that power from God, you also want to seek knowledge and understanding as to how to trade. So what I am saying is basically, I have set this at TP1, which was 35. We've taken profit. Now it's approaching 70 pips, which is TP2. The overall or the final target for this is around about 150 pips from this trade. Okay, so just coming back to this, I want to keep an eye on this as well. You can see here we have what appears to be a false break. It appears as though it was going to break above this resistance or structure, like we otherwise call it, but it's come back in. But we're going to keep an eye on this. So anyway, this is, oh, what's happened here? I hope it's not closed out. It seems like my trade has closed out. Did I set a low? Let me check. Okay, let's see. Okay, perhaps perhaps what has happened there, I believe what has happened is, as you can see here, there was a pullback in price, and it closed me out, yes, in profit, but less profit than I would have wanted to get out with. But that's fine. That's another thing in trading, guys. We have take profit targets, and we also have stop loss, which basically means, like, it just happened before our very eyes now. We can see the price went up and then it came down, and I must say it dropped quite quickly. Let's look at that. Okay, it dropped by at least about 15 pips or so in the last couple of minutes. So that's what happens. But the good thing is I had moved my stop loss, in place, which means I was now trailing my profit. The price has reversed now, like the price is expected to do, but because I have protected my profits, you want to protect your profits. If your trade goes into profits, you want to move what we call your stop loss to protect your profit, so that even if the price moves against you, you are still closed out in profit, not in a loss. So that was a profitable trade. Now let me just quickly check the comments on YouTube, if any. Okay, so guys, let me know where you are viewing from. Type in on the YouTube channel box there. Let me know where you are viewing from. I'm trading from UK. Let me know where you are watching this from. I can see there are some of you on there. And ensure you you click on the thumbs up, icon there. Call it thumbs up or like. Give us some like, guys. Let's get this going. Give us some likes so that YouTube can share it to more people. You see, I am focused on providing Forex education to teach, as it were, the masses, the profitable way to trade. That is basically what I want to do. If you are here, I say welcome, welcome, welcome. You want to join our Telegram group. So what I want to do now is to share the link for our Telegram group. I mean, Telegram is becoming very popular now. It used to be WhatsApp. WhatsApp is still popular, but Telegram is becoming very popular, especially for those who have home-based businesses, those who trade like myself. There are various reasons why we love Telegram. So join our Telegram group. It's free to join. It's free membership for the group I'm posting on here now. Feel free to join our Telegram group. Okay. Now, I have been closed out of that trade. Profitable trade anyhow. 60 pips, that's good. You get into some trades and it takes a whole number of days to get 60 pips. So 60 pips from that trade is awesome. Now, we are still in other trades as well, I see. Let me just, pull them up. And as you can see, this is a live account. It's not a demo account. It's not a... Oh, what was I looking at? I was looking at the wrong pair. I was wondering. We are still in that trade. Awesome. Now, I wonder if any member of, generational wealth traders are still in this trade. Let me know in the Zoom if you are still in this trade. I thought we had closed out. I was looking at a different pair. I was looking at, we've not entered a trade on this one yet. I was looking at Euro New Zealand dollar while I was referring to pound USD. So yeah, this trade is still going. So absolutely, that's good, awesome. What I want to do now is to trail this trade. We call it, trail it. I'm going to be trailing it manually, not automatically. There's a way to trail it automatically so that basically if you enter a trade, you can then, go and do your shopping or go anywhere else. Maybe you can even, even sleeping at night, if you set it to trail and you are in profit, the price will keep on moving, your stop loss will keep on moving along, trailing your profit so that, it helps secure more profits for you, as it were. So this is the entry. This is where I entered. The stop loss at some point was below, but because it went into profit, I have moved it up. So now where the price is, let's go to the 15-minute time frame. Okay, so that's where the price is currently. That's where the price is currently. So what I want to do is I want to move the stop loss closer to the current price to secure more profits. Okay, so I'm just going to move it up slightly. The way to do that on here on MT4 is to just click and drag it up. Now guys, I am determined for you guys to learn some skills. Now the truth is, no matter what amount of YouTube channels you watch, I would say to invest in Forex education. I mean, this is not just me, what's the word? This is not just me, plugging my education service. Yes, I have an education service, but a number of people have been trading for months and even years and are not profitable because there are still some loose ends, as it were. There are still some loose ends which have to be tied together properly. I posted a video yesterday on our Telegram channel of a man asking why. He just kept on asking why. And I did say, well, I picked it up somewhere anyway. It wasn't me that created it. There was a caption at the top saying, this is what some traders are like. They've been trading for 6 months and a year and are still not profitable. And they're asking why. I went on to say, it's not just to ask why, which is a good start, but you want to ask how. How am I ever going to become profitable? How do I become profitable? And I'll give you the answer for free. Forex education, proper education. So as you can see here at the bottom of the screen, it has our website there, www.generational wealth traders. So if you want some more Forex education, obviously feel free to contact me. But let's keep an eye on our trade. This one is still struggling to break above there. We are watching this other beloved pair of ours. We've not entered yet. Now, some of the other trades we are in, okay, we are also in this one, New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar. As you can see, we are also in profit there. I mean, all the trades, you see, appear in profit. Now, don't think we win all the time. All our trades are not profitable. But what's important is that as a trader, you want to, have more profitable trades than losing trades. Oh, do you lose in Forex? Well, come on, guys, we do. We do lose in Forex as well. But like I say, your profitable trades have to be more than your losing trades. It's a business, just like in every business, there are profits and losses. After all, that's why we have our accountants drawing up profit and loss accounts. Profit, what's an apt name? Profit and loss account. Even if you have a brick and mortar business, a shop, for instance, you incur losses. People could come in and steal some of your items. There could be pilferages, from your staff. Some of your items, like banana, and fruits behind me there, they could go rotten and you have to throw them away. That counts as loss. So this trade also is doing well anyway. I'm glad. I also, as a matter of fact, one of our members posted this trade, last week, and we forgot about it. He entered, but everyone else forgot, even though he shared it freely with us in our group. We do that, we share trade ideas. He shared it, we forgot it, but this week, I saw that the setup was still good. So I posted it again last night, telling the group I was getting into the trade, even though it's a bit of a late entry. So this is where I entered the trade. The plan was Even if the price went up higher, I would have entered again. You know, that's, the way it is. We call it cost averaging in trading. So there is a lot to learn, guys. There's a lot to learn. You know, let's go back to GJ. We can see he's still struggling. Now, guess what, guys? That's the way it is in trading. You basically wait. Now, there are traders who basically, spend like 2-3 hours a day. Like today, for instance, I don't intend to spend all day in front of the computer. Of course not. I'm going to be stopping. I'm going to stop trading by around 10 or so. I started about 7 o'clock, this morning, and I intend to be, trading for about 3 hours, and that is what some of us do. Trade for some hours in a day, and we're off. Now I know there are other traders who would spend longer time on the computer. Spending long time or hours in front of the computer doesn't mean you're going to be profitable. That's not what does it. I would advise you choose your own trading session and stick to it if you can. I love to trade the London session, which is now early in the morning, the London session. Later on in the afternoon, run about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock UK time, will be like, the beginning of the New York session. Then overnight, when we are sleeping here in the UK, that's the Asian session. Now, I would say to choose your session, your trading session, and stick to it. But if, for instance, you are home, you work from home or something, then it could be that you want to be available to trade, any session, but even then, not to spend countless hours in front of a computer, or else you begin to become impatient. The longer you stay in front of a computer, the more impatient you might become. It's like, hey, come on, why can't I find a trade? But the truth is, you have to wait for the setup before you get in. The setup is not going to wait for you. You have to wait for it. Like now, we can see it seems like it's breaking out of here. So we'll be looking to get in this trade soon. We want to be careful though, just in case what we call the head and shoulder pattern is about to play out. But let's just watch this. I want it to be that we get a trade today. I want it to be that we get a trade today. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Now, I do have some members of the Generational Wealth Traders. Kindly let me know. It'll be good to know if you had any trades. Feel free to post any trades you are in or a pair you want me to look at in the Zoom link, please, for Generational Wealth Traders. If you can post it in the Zoom link, let's see. But I have been teaching all morning on this session, which is good. I'm glad people are learning. Learning the different terminologies in trading, the concepts and all that. But of course, learning to wait. Learning to wait. We have to learn to wait for the right moment. That's why one of the reasons I call this indicator of mine, the blue and white balls you see here, I call it precision trader. You want to learn to be a precision trader. Enter at precise points. Don't have any FOMO. There should be no FOMO in trading, fear of missing out. That makes you jump into trades you ought not to jump into. Okay, so that's Euro New Zealand dollar, let me see. Okay, I'm going to look at some pairs as well. I'm going to look at euro pound. Let me check out euro pound as well. Let's check out euro pound. I would also look at euro, what's it called? AUD JPY. Bear with me, bear with me. So we can see New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar is doing well. Pound USD, otherwise known as the cable, is doing well as well. Okay, so guys, let's get into this pound JPY. Let's buy now. We are buying pound JPY. You know, use the right percentage. Use the right percentage. I would advise you trade with, you know, 1 to 2% per trade maximum. We are buying pound JPY now. You know, I have my stop loss at, let's see. Now, if you're watching this on replay, you know, we're going to be posting it in the, we're going to be posting the trade, the details of the trade. I'll be giving you the details of the trade soon. We're going to be posting the details of the trade in the Telegram channel. You know, we do give some free trades there occasionally. So you want to definitely be part of that channel. I'll be giving details of these trades shortly. Bear with me. Let me just tidy up some things. Now with this trade, you know, we are going for just a few pips, quite unlike the pound USD trade, where we are targeting 150 pips. On this one, we're targeting, you know, perhaps just 30 pips as TP1. Well, it's moving in our direction already. You can see it's plus 1 point something. You know, so we just now pray it goes on up. You know, yes, I use the word pray because I am a believer in the Lord Jesus Christ. I make no apologies about that. You know, and I also say to my members as well and to my friends who are traders, it's good to pray. But as a trader, you also want to do your analysis properly. You want to get the proper education and do your analysis. Don't just jump into a trade and then believe a miracle is going to happen, you know, in your favor. Well, yes, it does happen. But God, you know, we cannot take the grace of God for granted. Absolutely not. We cannot take the grace of God for granted. You know, a friend of mine, God bless him, he says, prayer is not the answer. And by that, he means don't just pray and do nothing. He's a pastor himself. You know, he believes in prayer, but he says prayer is not the answer. That's the title of his book. Obviously, one of the bestsellers out there. Prayer is not the answer. And I suppose that caption would get anybody's attention. How can the pastor say prayer is not the answer? Basically, what he meant was prayer does not answer everything, when you also need to do your bit. Okay. So that's going to be our first, take profit there. Our TP1. That's going to be our TP1. Let me, get the let me get the details of the trade out. I don't know if one of my co-hosts could help me type it in the Telegram group, the general Telegram group. Okay, so the details of the trade. So note there, I have entered with, let's do this. Let me do this. Oh, okay. Let's bring this up 1 minute. Make sure you use the right lot size. We do have a lot size calculator for MT4, guys. If you're watching, we have a lot size calculator which helps you calculate the lot size. Bear with me, let me bring it up. I mean, it's up there, but let me adjust it. Let's bring it up. Right, your lot size calculator, where are you? Okay. Okay, so this is the lot size calculator at the top left-hand corner here. At the top left-hand corner here, we have the lot size calculator. The suggested lot size is 0.04 for a 2% for 2% trade, risking 2%. Now, watch, I have used 1%. I've used part of that, because I want to be able to get in with the rest of the lot size if there's a pullback. Otherwise, if it goes on and hits the TP1, well, fine. I'm okay with 1%. So I'm wanting to trade, with 2% on this. I should have used 0.04, but I've entered with the first 1%, and we'll look to enter again with the remaining 1% if there's a pullback. So that's how I'm looking to do this. That's how I'm looking to trade this. I mean, looking at this anyway, let's see. Okay, I mean, looking at this now, I mean, obviously, because of the time we got into the trade, this would have been the place to get in. Where you have the yellow line there, that would have been the ideal place to get in. But obviously, because of when we got we started the Zoom, the price had moved. That was a beautiful setup. I'm sure my members know exactly what pattern this is. That is, of course, the inverse head and shoulder. That would have been the place to get in, which means we would have been already at 22 pips in profit. But hey, we don't win it all. or rather we don't always get all the profit we want. Sometimes we make do with what we get, and that's fine. That's fine. So we've only entered one trade this morning. I'll be finishing soon. You know, we started around about 8 o'clock or so. You know, we've been here for almost 1.5 hours, so I'll be finishing soon by 9:30. So guys, let me give you the details of the trade. Now that's where we entered. If it drops and comes back here where I have the yellow line, you know, we would enter. As a matter of fact, what I would say is with regards to the entry we are going to post in the Zoom link, you know, it's going to be for the entry here to get in at 1.44. So I'm going to call out the trade, the details of the trade now, guys. If you can, I don't know if you know, Yemisi could help me, you know, post that in the general chat. So the entry would be, is going to be a buy limit order. The entry would be 144.428. 144.428. The take profit will be 144.884. The take profit is 144.844. Sorry, 884. And the stop loss will be 144.040. You know, so the stop loss is 144.040. And obviously we've got the details. So thank you, John. I mean, I can see John has posted it there. You know, and let me see. Okay, you know, you're doing great job, guys. You know, so yeah, Yemisi has got all the details as well as John. The buy limit order for the GJ trade, I believe it's going to be a profitable trade. You know, but the way, you know, we know to trade, guys, is that if you see a price, a candlestick pattern or a chart pattern on, you know, before you, if the price does not go the way you were anticipating it would go, don't force it. I mean, you're not the market maker. You know, if the price, look at this for instance, if the price started from here going up, and it was going to reverse, if it's finding it difficult to break above that resistance, don't force it and think the market is just going to keep on going up. You will lose if you do that. Let the market play out. You have to basically, as it were, follow what you see. You know, go with what the candlesticks are telling you, because, as it were, the candlesticks do speak. You know, go with what they are telling you, and you should be fine and profitable as a trader. So learn how to analyze the data before you, because this is price data, like I said. This happens to be the 1 hour time frame. You can actually go back in time to look at what the previous data has, you know, previous data is there. You know, just in case you are joining us for the first time, we do, you know, like I said, this is, you know, this is the MT4, MetaTrader 4 platform, our trading platform for Forex. You know, we have different time frames. We have the 1 minute, 5 minutes, 15, 30 minutes, 1 hour. So if you go to the daily, you can see it looks different from if you go to the 4-hour, or if you go to the monthly. You can see the patterns and the setup are different. You trade it accordingly. What I'm going to do now, also going to post our web address. We've posted our Telegram link there. We're also going to post our what's it called? We're also going to post our web address. I'm going to post it there in I'm going to post it there in the on YouTube, so that you can basically visit our website as well and get to know a bit more about us. But do feel free to come to communicate with me, or one of the admins in the Telegram group will be glad to answer your questions. So on YouTube, I've just posted our web address there. Feel free to contact us any which way. So welcome to those who are here with us today. Like I say, feel free to click on the subscribe button so you would know whenever we are on live. Also feel free to click on the like button. Click on the like button if you've gained much from this. Today, click on the like button to help us grow this account. Share this account, share this YouTube channel with your friends. Share the Telegram link with your friends and family, your neighbors. They will love you for it. I can tell you that they will love you for it. So this is the trade we're in now, and we are expecting it to keep on going up. We're also watching this €1 New Zealand dollar. We are still in this trade. This is where the stop loss is. I'll be looking. I'm moving. I'm trailing it. I've moved the stop loss there now, so that even if it comes back against us, we will close out at least 48 pips. That is good. But who knows? I believe it's going to carry on going up. So, wow, this trade is doing well as well. We can see here at the top left-hand corner, it's 15 pips in. Our first target, not first target. Our target here is at least 40 something pips. So we're expecting this to be a good trade. So it's all good. Since yesterday we got in this trade, it's in profit. We got in the pound USD is in profit. We have now just entered the pound JPY trade, and we're currently in a drawdown. But yes, that's what's to be expected in trading. So anyway, it's about 9:30 now, guys. I would want to call it a day. What's going to happen is, we do obviously once, I want to be responsible if people are taking trades with me. I want to be a responsible, mentor and, signal provider, if you like. So we are going to manage this trade. We're going to help you manage this trade we are in the Telegram group. Obviously, if you're watching this live, then fine. You know to join us on the Telegram group, so that you will see how we manage it. Because sometimes we might want to close out of the trade completely, at some point. We might not wait for it to hit stop loss or take profit. We might decide to close out early if we see that the trade is not, going the way we want it to. So the only way to know that obviously is to join our Telegram group, which the link for which has been posted in the, has been posted in, on YouTube. So guys, we're going to be back next week. We do try to have one live session per week, on YouTube. So, we will post the notifications on our various social media platforms to let you know when we will do that. Most likely on Sunday, but sometimes, we do it, during the week. So let us know. Do join us next time. I'm going to now carry on trading. We're going to carry on the live trading, session with members of the Generational Wealth Traders. Okay, guys, catch you next time. Right. Let's close up now. Okay, I can see it's going into profit now. You see, when you get in at the right level, it often goes into profit. We want to trade with precision. Oh yes.
Take me to the King. I don't have much to bring. My heart is torn in pieces. It's my offering. Take me to the King. Truth is I'm tired. Options are few. I'm trying to pray, but where are you? I'm all searched out, hurt and abused. I can't think what's left to do.
Okay, guys, sorry, can you hear me? If you can hear me, type in a 1, please. If you can hear me, type in a 1. Okay. Thank you. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, type in a 1, please. If you can hear